Hey, welcome back in, family. Today we're going to make some smoked stuffed pork chops. This is going to be an awesome one, guys. Stay tuned. All right, so what we're working with today, we have 2 thick cut pork chops, about 1.25 inches thick. Beautiful. What we're going to stuff it with today, we're going to use some stuffing mix. So stovetop or your favorite brand or kind. We're going to make that according to the package on the back. We're also going to add in some frozen spinach, some cream of chicken soup, some garlic and onion and different seasonings to hop it up a little bit. I'm using Uncle Steve's Shake Smoke Bomb, and we're using Auntie Nono's Steakhouse blend to season our chops with. So again, with our stuffing mix, all I did was make it according to the directions on the back. I added in about 1 cup to 1.5 cups of frozen spinach that I did thaw out, drained, and added that to our mix. And we're putting in about 1/2 cup of our cream of chicken soup. You could also use cream of mushroom, or you could use cream of celery if you wanted to. And then once you do that, you're just going to go ahead and mix everything up. Now, we are allowing our stuffing mix to cool. We don't want to put the hot stuffing mix into our cold chops. So once everything is cooled down, combine everything. Again, we added in some extra garlic, some extra onion, salt, and pepper to our stuffing mix just to give it a little bit more flavor. And we're going to mix everything really well, get it all well incorporated. And once we get it well incorporated, we're going to go ahead and set that to the side. All right, so now for these beautiful chops, what you want to do, you want to make sure that you have an extremely sharp knife with a nice sharp point on it. And all you're going to do, you're just going to go directly into the center of your chop and make a pocket in the center. Now, what I like to do, I like to try to stab directly to the bone and then begin to work the knife back toward myself. Now, I know generally they say, you know, you don't want to cut toward yourself, and I agree. But if you use a sharp enough knife and take a time and just go really slowly, you'll be all right. So once you, like I said, you want to take your knife, make a nice deep pocket, and begin to open that thing up. And you can see here how it looks on the inside, nice and deep and open. So we're going to just repeat the process with our other chop. Again, poking your knife in directly to there, almost wanting to touch the bone. But you want to make sure that you take your time because you don't want to poke a hole on either side of your chop. Perfect. So from there, all you want to do now is go ahead on and begin to season up your chop. Again, I'm using the Uncle Steve's Shake Smoke Bomb, and we're using Auntie Nono's Steakhouse seasoning. These add a nice combination of flavors to our chop. So we're going to add a nice little liberal layer. This is a thick cut pork chop, so you want to make sure that you season that bad boy nice and liberally. The Steakhouse blend has a nice salty, garlicky note to it. And then our smoke bomb has that nice smoky flavor to it. Your paprikas, your peppers, just a really, really awesome flavor that goes along with this pork, especially when you're putting it anything on the grill, the smoker. That's a go-to for me. I really enjoy that seasoning. So we're going to season both sides again. You're going to go liberal on both sides, and we're just going to let them sit for just a moment. Let that seasoning tack up to our chops, and then we're going to go ahead and stuff them up. All right, so we've allowed our seasoning to set on our chops. Now we're just going to get a spoon, and we're just going to begin to load these bad boys up. So you just want to take your filling here and just begin to insert it into your chop. Now we're going to put quite a bit in here. You know, making sure that you just stuff it all the way in. Once you open up that pocket, it actually can hold quite a bit of filling. So just go ahead and put it in and shove it in. And we're going to put just enough in to where it is barely leaking out of the top, because when you begin to cook your chop, it's actually going to push some of this filling out. And it's going to have a nice presentation. It's going to look really good. That's kind of the way it works. So again, fill that bad boy up. Nice and liberally with your filling. And again, this is really a one-stop shop when it comes to your meal. You have your entree, you have your side, and if you make another green vegetable, maybe some broccoli or some fried Brussels sprouts or green beans or something like that, you really, really have a nice meal here. Now, you do not have to put these on the smoker either. If you wanted to, you could throw them in your air fryer. You could throw them in your oven. But I just want to put them on the smoker to get a little extra layer of flavor. It's really good to me that way. But again, you don't have to put them on the smoker. You can put them on your charcoal grill. You can put them on your gas grill, and just let them cook them low and slow, and then kind of set them to the side indirect and let them finish up that way. But that's the way you want to do it. And when I stuff my pork chops like this, generally like my pork chops and my thick cuts, I like to cook them to an internal temperature of about 145 degrees. Being that they are stuffed, I want to go a little bit higher this time, so I'm going to be shooting for an internal temp of about 150 to 155 for this particular recipe, just for my own personal sake and to be on the safe side. All right, guys, this is good to look at that. Seasoned up perfectly, stuffed perfectly, and we're ready to go on the smoker. Now I'm going to be using my little A smoke today. Got it set for 275 degrees so we don't be out there all day long. Get these things, get them done in a timely fashion. But you can see here how I got them standing on the bone side, and I have a little rack in here to kind of prop them up just to make sure that each side gets cooked pretty much evenly. Now you can see here they're pretty much done. I did have one casualty, one fail to the side toward the end of the cook, but it's perfectly fine. So that's plate up. And here is our finished product. It didn't take very long to cook them at all. It took about 45 minutes for real to get them completely done. Filling it, pop it out like I told you. Everything is perfectly cooked, 155 internal temp. This is an awesome recipe, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. Give it a shot. Like, comment, subscribe. Till the next time.